Hi there, and thanks again for joining me on Happiness Tips, my weekly little fun place of inspiration and hopefully finding some happiness tips for your life. This week we're going to talk about editing and happiness. And what I want to share with you is one of my character messages, which says, when we edit ourselves too much, we end up a boring story. Honestly, I have to say that's true for my life. And I want to talk about how editing can be very good or it can be very negative. Most of us have an editor. We have this voice in ourselves that in a good way is asking us to do more or be more or try harder at something. However, the negative editor is that really judgmental voice that is so critical, it shuts us down. It shuts us down before we even are willing to try. It's like even before we can even think about how to try, that voice shuts us down. So I want to share with you kind of a personal piece. I'm just beginning these videos, and I find that I have an editor. I have that voice in me, and she showed up, actually it was a year ago. I did a couple of videos, and my niece contacted me, who I adore. We have a great relationship, and she said, you know, Auntie Jan, you really need to lose those ands and ums and so. Yes, I thought to myself, that is so correct. I do need to lose those. But what I told her is, Christine, I need to make 25 marginal videos. And at the end of those 25, I'll be better. I'll have a more fluent voice. But if I don't make those, it's like it'll shut me down and I'll never do this. So I'm sharing that with you because I think that we all have an editor. We all have that critical voice. And you have to really discern whether or not is that editor helping me or is that editor shutting me down. So that's the happiness tip, because honestly, when we edit ourselves too much, we end up a boring story and not real happy. Because when we keep that harsh editor in ourselves, we can't feel joyful because we're nitpicking and criticizing ourselves. This week's assignment, so to speak, is for you to think about, how is that voice in your head? Is it beneficial or does it shut you down? And if it's shutting you down, how can you help quiet that voice and allow yourself to risk, to have more possibilities, to be imperfect? Because I always say it's better to be imperfect at doing something than not doing it at all. Give yourself that growing, that risk-taking, that learning curve, and not judge it along the way. So I hope you have a great week, a happy day. And if you're seeing this on Facebook, I hope that you will like it. You will post something, maybe talk about your editor on the post. And if you think it's a great tip, I hope that you will repost it to your Facebook friends. Thanks again. Look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks so much.